boyfriend of 7 years said he won't marry me.
Ooh.
Am I wasting my time with him or am I overreacting? For context, we've been together for 7 years and lived together for 5 years.
Are you wasting? You have wasted your time.
So she needs to end this relationship.
She should have ended the relationship. I don't know why she's still staying there typing on the phone. As you are typing on the phone, you are packing your things and you are leaving. Guys are wicked though.
Welcome back to our channel. My name is Riri and this is Louis, my husband.
Hello.
We're so happy to be back on your screens. We've taken a bit of a break, but I think it's time for us to start giving you guys more and more content. So here we are. So in today's video, we have a really interesting one for you guys. We came across this dilemma on Reddit and we thought we would share it with you guys and react to this Reddit dilemma and give you guys our opinion and share something that could help one of our viewers or followers that is experiencing something like this or going through something like this as well. So that is going to be today's video. If you're keen, keep watching and yeah, let's get straight into it.
Let's go.
So Louis doesn't really know what the dilemma is, so we're going to get his authentic, original reaction. Okay, so the title of this Reddit confession dilemma is "My boyfriend of 7 years said he won't marry me."
Ooh.
But 7
damage.
years relationship and you're now finding out that your boyfriend doesn't want to marry you.
Wow. That's interesting. I want to know more.
Okay. My boyfriend and I were watching a wedding scene in a movie and I have jokingly said, if we were to get married, I'm not taking your surname.
You half jokingly.
Half jokingly.
What is half jokingly?
Like joking, but I'm not really joking. Like, if we get married, I'm not taking your name.
It's a lie. Okay, let me not judge. Okay. But there is nothing like half joking. When it comes
it's either
to
you're
marriage.
joking or you're not.
You're not.
Okay.
Because I think whatever she did backfired. Whatever she did backfired. She's now saying half jokingly.
But she doesn't want it to backfire. That's what she said. Like that's what she said in like a joking way.
Anyway, so I don't want to take side now, so let's see.
Yeah, so she half jokingly said, if we were to get married, I'm not taking your surname. You can take mine. He then sincerely tells me
she told the guy she's not going to take his surname, but he should take hers.
Yeah, in a joking way though.
Babe, take out joking. Let's talk about the fact. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she said, yeah? So she's telling the guy, I'm not going to take your surname, but I want you to take my surname. So she's now dictating or changing the order of marriage ceremony and all that. Anyways, let's go.
He then sincerely tells me he's not going to marry me. I was pretty shocked as we discussed having children, and I specifically told him I'm not having children before getting married.
Oh.
So he knew the score.
Okay.
He could sense I was miffed and clarified he doesn't believe in marriage, but loves me very much and considers me as his life partner. I'm upset it's taken him this long to tell me his feelings about marriage, especially when he knows it's important to me. Am I wasting my time with him or am I overreacting? For context, we've been together for 7 years and lived together for 5 years. Does he not see the point in marriage as nothing will change between our relationship? That is it. They've been together for 7 years.
Nah.
The guy is now expressing his feelings about marriage.
They've
like,
been in a relationship for 7 years and th've lived together for 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
And the guy said, I don't believe in marriage.
Yeah.
And she also believes in marriage.
Yep, and that's
And
something
believe
that she
in-
wants.
I believe in having kids in marriage.
In marriage, yeah.
And she's still with a guy for 5 years.
Well, that's what she's asking. Am I wasting my time?
Girl, you've wasted your time. It's not that am I wasting. You've wasted your time because I feel it all comes down to the onset before the marriage started, the relationship started. I think they did not have conversations that exposed each other's intention and their mindset about marriage. I'm thinking for a relationship to grow this, to last this long for 7 years, and the lady getting to know his intention about marriage on the 7th year, to me, I think they were in for a ride and they were not in for serious conversations. And they did not tackle the basis for the relationship right from the onset. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So
but
I think it's a
feel like-
communication issue.
I think the guy was keeping that from her. Like, the guy was keeping that information from her because she discussed with the guy that I'm not having children outside marriage. And the guy knows that. So then, are you not going to have kids with me because you don't believe in marriage? Do you get my point? Because the guy has always felt this way about marriage. I don't believe in marriage. And she wants to have kids in marriage. So basically, you're not going to get married to me and we're not having kids because I don't want to have kids outside marriage. So it sounds like the guy was just going to drag her along forever.
Yeah, you have a point, but I think if the lady was really determined to have kids after marriage, I think 7 years is too long for her to wait for this guy to decide. For someone who doesn't agree with your vision, I think you don't have to waste much time. 2 years, I think, is the maximum to know his true intention. But for the guy to stay with you for 7 years tells me you are giving him privileges marriage people are getting. Because if you withhold sex, if you withhold privileges from him, okay, that would reveal his true intentions.
Yeah.
For you to stay with a guy for 5 years tells him you believe in marriage, but you're not serious about marriage. If you have such a strong conviction about marriage, then you should act on it. How do you act on it? If you don't marry me, I don't stay with you. If you don't marry me, I don't cook for you. If you don't marry me, we don't have sex. I don't know about her moral standards, but I think if you really believe in marriage and having kids after marriage, then you should put in boundaries to make the guy know, hey, look, if you want to go along with me, you then need to agree with my values. I believe in marriage, and if you want to live or spend the rest of your life with me, you have to marry me first. But for you to stay with him for 5 years, I'm sure by now the guy has explored everything. He has explored the Atlas. You know Atlas? Do you know Atlas?
I don't think people use that anymore.
That is because it is a secret. The guy has explored Atlas. He has gone to Cameroon, gone to Congo, gone to US, gone to Costa Rica, gone to Australia. He has explored the length and breadth of the Atlas. Then now you are coming to tell us that you have wasted your time. No, we have to tell her the truth. You have wasted your time.
So she needs to end this relationship.
She should have ended the relationship. I don't know why she's still staying there typing on the phone. As you are typing on the phone, you are packing your things and you are leaving. Guys are wicked though. Okay, some guys are wicked though. You'll be there as you are testing like that. After testing, by the time you realize children have come. So to me,
So
I
you
think,
know what I think?
she's wasting her
She's
time.
wasting her time, and if she doesn't leave, it sounds like she might just compromise her values and her morals.
She has already compromised her values.
Well, she
and
hasn't
morals.
had children yet, but at some point, the belief that she has that I don't want to have kids outside marriage, that's gonna change. She's just gonna end up settling. If she really wants kids and she really wants to stay with this guy, she's going to end up settling for this guy. If not, she needs to leave right now because he's made it clear what his beliefs are, and obviously they don't match with her beliefs.
Yeah, but I also see double standards here because I feel if a lady says I want marriage, I want kids in marriage, then I think she uphold some level of moral standards. Then this same lady is saying she jokingly told the guy, I don't want your surname. Then what kind of marriage are you subscribing to? Makes sense? So I think she's a confused girl in the first place. Well, I don't mean to be harsh, guys.
My husband, he's a little harsh.
You have to say the truth. How can you say
straightforward?
How can you say I want marriage, I want kids in marriage? Then you say, hey, I don't like your surname.
She jokingly said it.
Well,
do you know what it is?
Joke.
Let me tell you something.
It is now ending into breakup.
Let me tell you something about women. Sometimes women say certain things to trigger a conversation or to trigger a thought. She probably always wanted to. Do you get what I mean?
I don't get it.
Look, she probably wanted to have the conversation about marriage, but she didn't know how to bring it up. So when we were watching the wedding scene in the movie, it was her opportunity to bring up that conversation. That's why she jokingly said, oh, hey, when we get married, I'm not taking your name. Then the conversation of marriage comes up. Then now she gets to know the true feeling of the man. But I mean, it's sad that she had to do it through this medium, but like, you need to have these conversations early on, babe.
That's it. So the first thing is communication issues. Right from the onset of the relationship, I think they should have trashed these things out.
Yeah.
The next issue is if you were a strong believer of marriage, you should have act it out. It is only marriage that gives you the opportunity to stay with your partner in the same room for the rest of your life. So if you say you want marriage, then why do you go ahead to stay with your partner outside marriage? Come on, girl, don't tell me you stay with him and you bath when he's sleeping. You always bath when he's sleeping.
You know what? This sounds like the saying, people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So basically, like, you want to get married, you want to have kids in marriage, but you're staying with him, you've been living together for 5 years. So basically, he kind of sees that your beliefs are not as strong as
you profess
it to be.
You don't act it.
Yeah, you're not acting it. You're just saying.
Yes. I'm just a sayer of it, but you are not a doer of it.
Yeah.
So
if you believe in something, you have to act on it.
Exactly. Like you meet one push past girls and she'd be like, oh, me, I don't like sex, so me, I don't like sex, so But she'll be the same person who said that, let's go into the room and watch a movie.
So babe, let me ask you a question. So at what point in our... What is that? Why do you have an alarm on at this time? At 5 p.m.
5 p.m. It's my time for break.
So at what point in the relationship should you start having these kind of conversations?
At what point in this relationship?
Should you start asking, okay, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? How many kids do you want to have? Like, what age do you want to get married? Like, at what point in the relationship should you start asking these, like, important questions?
I think it's the early stage of the relationship, once you guys start dating. So I feel the best way to get to know someone is to first of all start off as friends. So when you become friends, you don't really chip in like critical questions. You just move along. It's not bestie. You have issues with bestie. I'm not talking about besties. I'm talking about friends. Alright, so when you are friends, yeah, you move along, get to know each other, you know, no serious questions, have fun, crack joke, go places, you know. Then once he shows interest in you, you know, I feel once he shows interest in you, then he's willing to reveal his serious intentions. So I feel once he shows interest in you, you have every opportunity to ask him about his thoughts or plans for the relationship. You know, so say I come to Rita and I'm like, hey babe, I'm interested in you, I love you, I think you are everything I'm looking for, and I'm willing to start my life with you. Will you be my girlfriend? Now, this is a good time for Rita to ask me. You may not be able to ask all the questions, but you can say, yeah, look, I know I'm also feeling the same way for you, but I think there are a few things I'm not sure about and I want to know your view about it. So I could factor in those contributions from you or whatever, or get to know your intention before I make a decision. And once a guy is into you, no matter how silly the question is, he will want to convince you. You know, so unless he's a liar or he's someone who is in to deceive you. But if he's genuine and he's in love with you, I think that is the right time to ask him everything. And once he tells you, please write it down. I like answers with time. It must be a time-based answer. Oh, I'm interested in you. I believe in marriage. I want to marry at this age. I want to marry in the next 3 years. Write it down. I want 3 children. Write it down. What are your thoughts about the role of husband? I think the husband is the head of the home, but not the boss of the home. He's a leader and he's not a manager. Write it down. What do you think about women in marriage? I think women should be helpers, submissive, but I don't think women to be slaves. Write it down. Now, when you start a relationship, he has written his own standard. And if you don't agree with any standard, trash it out there. So now, you have this standard and you judge him based on his standard. Babe, you said you marry me in 2 years' time. 2 years has come, oh. You are not marrying me. What is happening? If he doesn't give you a genuine reason, girl, the guy is not into you. Think about backing out. And now you have reasons to back out. You told me this, you told me that, you told me that, you told me that. You never fulfilled any of them. I think it's not going to work. Sorry. And go. Don't wait till 7 years. Don't wait till it's too much.
Not even 3.
7 years is too much because girls grow quicker than men. So imagine you staying in this for 7 years. Even if you entered at the age of 23 years, you are coming out at the age of 30 years. By then, all those boys that used to show interest in you must have gone somewhere else. You need a man who is objective, you need a man who is straight to the point, a man who has a vision, and a man who is time oriented. You don't need someone that will come tell you stories upon stories and doesn't know his left from right. He's not ready for marriage. So this is the advice, and this is my answer to your question.
That was a great answer. Thank you, Louis.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so yeah, my husband has said it all. You need to find a man that knows what they're about a man that is straightforward with what they believe in, and man that's not gonna be saying things like I'm going with the flow. I don't know, we'll see where it goes. No, we're not gonna see where it goes. You're gonna tell me where we're going. Do you get what I mean? Things like that.
Go with the flow. No.
Go with the flow. No, we're not going with the flow.
You should determine the flow.
Yes. You should know where we're flowing to.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah. So that is our 2 cents on this Reddit dilemma. And if you guys have any opinions or thoughts, leave them in the comment section. We love reading your comments, we love responding to your comments, and we love reading your point of view on these topics. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will catch you in our next video.
Adios.
Bye.